allow the two children to attend the budget every year.
It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay.
She
off your mic.
like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. My ego diary politico, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my egun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my egun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my egun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My egun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. My egun don't come, oh yo yo. Man of the masses, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come. My ego la wamo, la moto do. My ego diary, my ego number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làwọn tó jódodo. Mayegun diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegun diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Mayegun diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn. Mayegun diary politico. Mayegun diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn. Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Mayegun ti dé. bá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Igbó nìyàn kó.
Hello there. So good morning to you once again, or should I just say welcome back to those of you who were with us this brunch time. So thank you for joining us again. So good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Máyégún Live. So I believe that majority of us who probably just clocked in are those who searched to be sure that Máyégún is actually live, not because you got notification, right? It's getting worse, I think. But we'll see how bad it's going to be or how worse it can go. But yeah, after reading the caption of the broadcasts, this one, right? Read the description as well. Then like it, share it. Invite your friends and your not so friendly friends and tell them that Máyégún is live. And thank you very much if you have done that already. So we are going to continue from where we stopped this noon, but with some extras, right? So the starter will be the new statement from one of the Northern Elders Forum members. His name is Bugaje. So Usman Bugaje happened to be one of the founding sort of like leaders of PDP. And he was very prominent during the reign of PDP. And since then he's become just one of the leaders of thought in northern Nigeria, Usman Bugaje. He was on a program, right? Daily Trust, I think, Trust program, where they were discussing the state of Nigeria, like everyone else does, right? So Bugaje decided to give his own clinical, or should I say scientific analysis of Thiefnubu's regime. And he spoke a lot. But the part where he narrowed Thiefnubu's actions since he became your president to that of concentrating his political appointment to that of Yorubas, limiting it, right? Key positions and all that stuff. Then projects that Thiefnubu had announced, or his ministers have announced as federal government projects in Nigeria. Bugaje also pointed to another one and said, well, it seemed right that Thiefnubu is more or less, or should I say, he's behaving like the President of Oduduwa Republic. That is now featuring in their political conversation, right? So I don't know how long it is going to be for them to possibly like make that their reference and references. So Thiefnubu and his gang and his Lagos urban bandits, as El Rufai called them, they have rattled their counterparts in northern Nigeria so much that they feel betrayed. And since Thiefnubu is already failing the entire country anyway, so it will be a good chance, right, to jump into the fray. By kind of like I saw, or should I say, the interviewer, right, the presenter, managed to sneak in a kind of like a self-searching or soul-searching a question to Bugaje. You had the Buhari there before. The majority believes that whatever Thiefnubu is doing right now, Buhari laid the foundation for it in a great way, and his response also. So that's what we're going to start from this evening. And thank you very much if you have actually shared this, okay? Thank you. Now, Bugaje, Usman Bugaje, talking about Thiefnubu's failing regime, you call it failing. I wanted to say failed, but it's still ongoing, isn't it? And the first part.
Just to double down on the conversation around what is fair across regions and Nigerians' perception of inclusion, do you think that this could, in a way, put national cohesion at risk? I mean, some would say the Buhari administration has done, great damage to national cohesion. Are you implying that the Tinubu administration is going down the same path? And what is the risk there?
It's doing far more damage. But let's not narrow the issues to only issue of national cohesion. You see, when you come to government, you swear by the Constitution, right? What does the Constitution say? The purpose of government, the primary purpose of government is security and welfare of citizens. Your focus is how do you provide security? How do you provide welfare? How do you make sure that there is law and order and there is the kind of infrastructure that can allow citizens to acquire the skills and to be able to organize the economy in such a way that there will be production. It's by production that countries become wealthy, not by revenue, right? Now this is the focus. I don't see that focus here. I see focus basically in distributing opportunities to, hang us on, or people that you have reasons to want to please. I see a personal agenda of trying to build something personal. I cannot see any connection with the real problems of the people. People are crying, and these things are not being addressed, and they are not being engaged. Because every complaint is seen as an attack. And then they try to justify. Every complaint is seen as an attack. And, this kind of attitude is not healthy for any government, not just this government, any government. And
is Dr. Bugaje factoring in everything that the government is doing to alleviate some of those concerns? Because the government will say, listen, we're targeting 15 million plus people with our conditional cash transfer. We just added 2.5 million or thereabout to the conditional cash transfer. We've given workers wage awards. we're throwing a lot of money at the problem. We're conducting or carrying out these reforms. I mean, are you considering all of that in your assessment of what is working versus what is not working?
But what you are saying is not delivering. Have you forgotten? Not too long ago, the government put 100 billion for the students' loan scheme. What did the FCC come up with? 75 billion have been stolen. It's on the news. So a lot of this money that is being advertised, doesn't really get to where it should be. And this speaks to the quality of the people that this government has put in place. Look at the quality of the people. Look at some of the people that have not really gone to school. They have made a mess of their own state. And they came out, we are giving them some of the most important portfolio. What kind of criteria has this government in giving appointments? So a lot of these things that doesn't really get there.
Just to
Usman Bugaje. That is not the first time he's actually been speaking on the Thiefnubu's regime, and he's always been passionate about it. Yeah. So to Usman Bugaje, his point kind of like will be valid because he's not saying anything that you probably didn't know for now, right? Now, if you probably take take the speaker of it, like take the messenger and take a look at the message, would you say he lied? Of course not, right? But is he speaking from the position of a patriot? That may not likely be or get a straight answer. You know why? Because majority of them who have actually come out openly, especially from northern Nigeria, who have come out openly to chastise Thiefnubu, they were mostly people who were in bed with him. And majority of us suspected back then that the only thing Thiefnubu was, apart from money, the only thing he was, the other thing he was given to some of these people were promises of God knows what. Because the twist and the turn at the last minute, when they chose their Muslim ticket and everything that went on in northern Nigeria at the time, it was like he promised them something. Now, a lot of us could probably keep guessing, right? But for some of them, or to some of them, they have their friends who probably spoke to them during that charade you called election then. And yeah, they secretly supported him and APC, Egbekebe, for a reward, whether an appointment or a contract. It's for something that has nothing to do with the real people. The real people that suffered for 8 years of a Buhari's murderous regime. And of course, most of these guys, I'm not talking about Bugaje now, most of these guys who are now trying to save you from Thiefnubu, we're very comfortable with Buhari. And in that space, probably whatever they were gaining under Buhari at the time, whether secretly or openly, they expected same to continue with Thiefnubu if they backed him. And that backfired. And that's why some of you will be like, everybody they said this contraption under Buhari, especially the last 1 year of Buhari, the kind of chaos he threw the rest of it, that you are using your naira to buy naira. Right? And of course, you also had the fuel scarcity and everything that eventually ended Buhari's regime, right? You would be surprised that anybody from northern Nigeria, anyone at all, will be so passionate talking about Thiefnubu a year after Buhari. And you'll be like, oh my God, they are now patriotic, like they are now patriots. Oh, they must love their people so much. But they were in slumber for 8 years. But in case if some of you still suffer from Stockholm syndrome, right? The same playbook that Thiefnubu is using right now was what Buhari used as well. When you said anything about Buhari, most of these northerners, including some of these their fake leaders, they considered every criticism of Buhari as an attack on northern Nigeria. Remember? I mean, I lived through all of that. I documented everything on Mayegun's diary political here. We were called enemies of Nigeria, just for calling out this Buhari every day, all the atrocities, criminality. They were calling us enemy of Nigeria for saying that we are the enemies of Nigeria. But guess what? We were right. We were right to be screaming every day then, right? The entire country is up in smoke. Economically, it is dust. Buhari succeeded in destroying Nigeria economy that he kind of like the one he inherited in 2015, $670 billion economy. Buhari destroyed it. And by the time it was done, Nigeria economy shrank to 320-something billion. Of course, yeah, Thiefnubu continued from where he stopped. Today, Nigeria's economy, the total economy of Nigeria, is valued at 204 billion. It was actually like below 180 billion a few months back. This is their legacy. This is what they have done, which means they have destroyed like about 2 generations. That's what they have done. They wiped off the wealth that could have helped at least 2 generation Nigerians. They are not going to be rich, but they won't be born into this multi-dimensional poverty, which they have kind of like now institutionalized. So you see that over $450 billion that got wiped off your economy is exact reason why you have over 150 million people living in multi-dimensional poverty. So Thiefnubu and his gang, what did they do to cover up? They started doctoring data. Doctoring data to get foreign loan. Doctoring data to deceive Nigerians that even if they are not feeling what you are doing, they will feel it later. We're again back to those who are now the champion of the people. So Usman Bugaje said more. And here is the rest of that.
Look at the appointment of this government in central bank, insecurity, and everything. What crazy. Even those from the southwest of the country are complaining. What is happening to him? Has he forgotten that he's the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Not of Oduduwa Republic? Okay, what does he get?
Well, officially, there is no Oduduwa Republic, right?
No. There is no, well, I mean, people talk about it in euphemism, for the kind of, thing. But I mean, can't people around him tell him that is wrong? When Buhari started something like that, we came to the television, we told him, we spoke to him, we sent emissaries to him. But this is far worse than we have seen throughout the history of this country. Now, once you do this kind of thing, other people don't trust you. And then they will say, okay, what kind of person he is, right? This is one. When you took this trillions, when health sector is suffering, education is suffering, you are building a coastal road, in a company without due process, and people complain, and you did nothing. I can go on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so many things that this government has done to lose trust and the confidence the citizens, can have on, in their government. So let me just make this point. You see, what is important in citizen-government relationship is trust. Once you lose it, there is nothing else you can achieve. Yes, you have the power to kill, to arrest, to harass, to do anything, but you are only going to be there for a period of time. Even if you want to kill, you can only kill a certain number of people for some time. And the more you do, the more the anger that is collected, and it will burst out. It has happened in Peru, it has happened in Argentina, it has happened in Iran, it has happened in so many other countries. Can't you see the history of the world? No. If you go back, in fact, from the American Revolution, 1776, the French Revolution, 1789, the other revolutions that have taken place, you should have lessons to know. What this government needs to do is to stop, to remove the sycophants around that are telling them that this government is doing well. This government is not doing well.
How many of you still remember at that time that every time you are like, Buhari has appointed the director and member of Nigeria Communication Commission, and you just see it. Everybody just go there, you know it. Once you go there, you see Fulani, Hausa Fulani, Fulani, Hausa, Hausa Fulani, and then maybe Kanuri, maybe somebody in the middle belt and that. So it was so much then that everybody just automatically agreed that this is the Fulanization of Nigeria. Have you forgotten? That happened. Now you are witnessing Yorubanization of Nigeria. You know something? Something I have actually been so playing with in my head. And that is, Buhari has already laid the precedent. It is only maybe when Nigeria breaks up, that is when this institutionalized impunity, nepotism, will die. Or if an Igbo man becomes your president. They've been the only one who seemed to want to do things that at least pointed to, you know, you can say, oh, they are the ones who act like they believe in Nigeria. I'm talking about the ones who are the one Nigeria needs to. Because an average Igbo man, for example, after your genocidal war, as it happened then, you see the rest of Nigeria, I believe, have been made to believe that, you know, the Igbos, right, you have to be careful about them or something. However, there is no part of Nigeria today that you won't see an Igbo man or an Igbo community doing business or what have you. That means they've traveled hundreds of kilometers away from their region to inside Nigeria, the same country, right, that conspired with others to execute over 5 million people in the space of 3 years. Remember? So they were supposed to be the ones to dread Nigerians and say, oh, don't go there. In every small thing now, they would, you know what they did to us in 1947? You remember what they did to us in Kano in 1954? Do you remember what they did in 1960? Do you know that when you begin to count an average Igbo man, me as a Yoruba man, I'll be like, me, I know they go there. But immediately after that genocide, they have been the only tribe. Others have traveled too, don't get me wrong. You've seen the Hausas, you've seen the even Fulanis who have actually traveled down south. But to travel like a deep into the south, down to the east, that seems to be something that the rest of Nigeria have always been like, it's like that. Then they turn around and said the Igbos are not accommodating, they are not welcoming. When obviously, there have been those who were raised the time when they said, you know, the Igbos are fighting Nigeria. This is something I've played with in my head a lot. And I said, you see, if there is any ethnic nationality in that contraption that will gain power in that place and always want to prove that Nigeria can work, it's going to be that it's going to be an Igbo man or woman. When Kaduna, Nzegu, and others who started their revolution in 1966, which is now called the first coup in Nigeria. Guess who stopped them? Agunyi Ironsi. Agunyi Ironsi himself was about to be edged out of their military and others. So, did you feel me? The coup has been concluded. It's almost like successful. So what happened? Ifea Jr. that was supposed to alert them from the Midwest, right, got a problem, didn't get there in time. Therefore, the radio that they are expecting, the signal they were expecting from the Midwest and the East didn't come in time. Ojukwu, Ironsi, they came together. They stopped the coup. That's your history. But guess what? They supposedly, those who claimed victory, Nigeria, they twisted the whole thing. And they turned it into a Igbo coup. And the role where that what is his name again? Ojukwu, Ironsi played in thwarting that coup in Lagos is never mentioned. So what I'm trying to say here is that after that genocidal war, right, it is only the Igbos that left their regions in millions into inside Nigeria. Meaning to them, maybe the war was over truly. So they just, but Nigeria continued to remind them that no, it's not over. We are now in the face of a Cold War, tribal war. And some Igbos have seen through that. So that is why you get to see the Igbos who want Nigeria. Despite all of this, they still want Nigeria. They are fighting others who said, no, we don't want it anymore. Because others who have realized that, don't even try. So that's why I felt like the impunity started by Buhari that got the likes of Thiefnubu to be able to do it and call the bluff of everybody. Like, so it's our turn. Unfortunately, his appointment and his opportunity sharing, right, is not even all over Yoruba land. It's just within his own guys in Lagos. Those ones who came from Ekiti, come from Ogun, came from Oyo, Oshun, Kwara, but they've claimed Lagos. Politically, Thiefnubu has given them opportunity, so they are Lagosians. Now, these guys from Lagos, they are taking the slots, ministerial, constitutionally assigned the ministerial slots for other states in Yoruba land. Now, the rest of Nigeria is looking at Thiefnubu, they said he's sharing appointment to Yorubas. When obviously it's just within his circle, his own Lagos urban bandit. And that is why you probably won't really see any real connection between these criminal ministers of his and their supposed state of origin, because they don't know. Some of them are now, the money they are stealing now, they are piling it up to go and run for governor in their states. Failed ministers with failed presidents. Guess what? The money they are parking, they want to be governors everywhere to continue the looting. So if somebody is from outside Yoruba land, southwest Nigeria, and they look at Thiefnubu and say Thiefnubu is Yorubanizing Nigeria, you are not being sincere. It's like at the time when Buhari was appointing all these thieves, all these Alimajiri thieves from northern Nigeria who are now multi-billionaires. You would think it's for the interest of the northern Nigeria. Now, these guys made billions. They emptied Nigeria treasury, right? Ran Nigeria into indebtedness. And their people became even poorer. So it's never about them, the people, never. A lot of you, agenda will agenda. And Bugaje and his gang saying Thiefnubu is acting like the governor of Oduduwa Republic. How? As how now? That Thiefnubu is announcing trillions of naira projects in Lagos here and there, automatically turns Yoruba land to what? Is that what you actually really think? For real? I right. Omo will leave that one quickly, okay? Let's take a look at something else. This time, it is Werey Wike talking about coalition again. You know, a recent revelation just shown that Werey Wike, in fact, there is a clip I'm going to share with you after that Werey Wike stuff, still on this Yoruba issue, that you say, okay, when the Fulani man was there, they will say, if it was a Yoruba man, he will never look away and allow our people to be killed like this. He will allow our farmers and everyone. I had people who said that. Yeah. The people that claimed that Thiefnubu is so powerful enough to make a Buhari president, same Thiefnubu couldn't tell Buhari that he should do something about the insecurity in Yoruba land, where he come from. Rather, when the Fulani terrorists killed the daughter of a prominent Yoruba leader, a Afenifere leader, remember? Yeah. Thiefnubu went there on those states and he was asking, where are the cows? That people should not be, making insinuations simply because they hate the Fulanis. So the idea of tribalism, of when you criticize the Buhari and they turned it into, oh, it's because you hated his tribe. When Fulani terrorists invade and kill people, when you scream, they will say, oh, don't say that, just call them criminals. There are criminals in every tribe. Is it because it's Fulanis? Oh, it's because Buhari is Fulani now. They hate Fulanis. Look at them. They are calling them cows. They are calling Northerners cows. They are blah, 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 blah. This Ronukus at the time, when they were still Buhari idiots. The Buhari Danes, the Buhari Dideris, the Buhari Dinotus, and the Buhari Dijatus. Remember? The Buhari Shukus, the Ngoziaris, the Unekaharis. These are those who took it upon themselves back then to tell you that criticizing Buhari was because you hated Fulanis. Remember? Fulaniphobia. Now, maybe it is now Yoruba phobia. Because it's the same playbook. Haven't you come across them? You say something about Thiefnubu, they will say, hey, it's because he's a Yoruba man. We know you hate the Yorubas. We know it's the same thing. Guess what? The Yorubas are God. Now, what would you say? Would you say, oh, if he was an Igbo man, he won't look away and allow our people to be killed like this? Is that what you're going to say now as a Yoruba man? Especially with what is going on in Kwara South. They killed Yoruba Obas. There's no rage or anything anywhere. Oh my God. All messed. So now, I mean, messed up. Now, Werey Wike, who was with Shehu yesterday, I was sharing something on that this afternoon. So he went on to also, like, rant about Rothiefmi Amaech, the Ubima, Judas Iscariot. Now, Amaechi want to be president, and so the likes of Werey Wike is actually a tall dream, dead on arrival. And it's almost like every 2 AK days, every AK market day, Werey Wike will call this TV station in order to go back there and talk about the people that are not relevant. Because according to him, these guys are not relevant. They're just noise makers. They're yeah. We actually spend quality time discussing them every 2 days or every 3 days. Like every week, this guy will call a media chat to tell everybody that, those who want to come and remove Thiefnubu. And guess what? He just bought a $2 million house in Florida, in America, in the name of his wife and his sons, who never worked in their lives. And they probably will never work in their lives. Yeah, living off you. $2 million. And the money was paid in March 2025. So why won't Amaechi's presidential ambition be dead on arrival? Because if Amaechi's ambition is not dead on arrival, that's going to be a problem for Werey Wike. No? Yeah. With Shehu.
Of PDP. And that would have been the death of PDP as a party at that time. That was a ruling party then, APC, in government. Spearheaded by the same man who wanted to fight corruption.
But is it fair to attribute such to?
Not as if what is fair. Yeah, assuming.
You are saying that.
No. Look.
He was behind.
Do you know? I said, I was the one. I was in charge of that matter. I was one who hired our lawyers, led by Wona Nilpeku, led by Kanagabi, and filled by Isinkala. So I was only one.
When you make the allegation,
I'm not making.
Amaechi
I'm
is
not.
behind justice
Listen,
and not get
of course, no. He has already. No. He has said this several times. That of course we have to put him out of the place. He had also said that he kicked out Jonathan from office. And would you say that you've never had it? The point, some of us, I think the problem is, it's unfortunate. I don't think that he remembers when he says all these things, that those who work with him before and after are still alive. And you wonder, you sit on the side and you watch a young man come out like that to make such statement, and you pinch yourself. What is going on here?
But they say that they want to fix Nigeria.
No,
that is what the ADC stands for.
No, the point that he cannot. That's what I'm saying.
Mr. Rothiefmi Amaech said he's going to be the next president.
No, please.
If given the ticket.
No, he knows he won't get the ticket.
Why?
No,
Why not?
Please. You see what he said, that I read, he said he knows the weaknesses of the president. So he knows how to defeat him. But he also knew the weakness of the president in 2022 when the president defeated him mercilessly in their primaries. He didn't know his weaknesses then. It is now he knew the weaknesses.
Maybe he has studied it and
okay, now he has studied it. But let me tell you, Nigerians should know. The last person they will give ticket of PDP, and that one.
So it's the last person that they will give their ticket to. So if Amaechi is coming out today and saying that he knows the weakness of Thiefnubu, what happened to the time they did primaries? He did not know his weakness then. So his presidential ambition is dead on arrival. Because he won't even get the ticket of ADC according to Werey Wike. Because everybody believes that that ADC thing, right, is going to be between Atiku and Obi. And the ADC themselves, this David Mark and others, they are stuck in between that right now. They're like in a dilemma. Atiku want to be the candidate. Doesn't matter what anybody says. Now they are treating Atiku as that deity that you probably can, that deity that seems to be holding something, a gold bust. So all he's going to take is maybe offer the deity a chicken, a cock. And while the deity stretch his hands out to take the chicken, somebody should grab the bust or keep persuading the deity to just be elder statesman and all that stuff. But for now, that's the bone of contention. That, I think, is where Werey Wike is pitching his own bet. Listen his bet. But time will tell. So he said a lot of other things, though. Just that you add that to it, so that we can have something to dig up in another 18 months. We'll have something to dig out. Yeah, somehow. Now, let us go back to this issue of Thiefnubu as the President of Oduduwa Republic. So, when Oduduwa Nation comes, as it is right now, when it becomes official, we are going to have all the Yoruba sub-group, including our own people in the Igbominas in Kwara, as well as other Yoruba subgroup in that axis. They will be part of Yoruba land and Yoruba Nation. Now, imagine for a second that you have a president of your country and you are under attack, like we have been seeing in the last couple of days, where women, children have been displaced because they ran out of their homes. They ran away from their homes, their communities, to far distance that is more safe. And there is no single government, either Kwara state government or Minister of Security or Defense, Police IG or Commissioner of Police, or even Oduduwa Republic President Thiefnubu. Nothing. And these Yorubas will watch somebody like Bugaje and other people from other parts of Nigeria. All kinds of expletives are against them by saying Thiefnubu is favoring the Yorubas. Listen to these local vigilantes, right? They are from the Kwara South. They've done their part to combat these terrorists with the little or no resources at their disposal. Still yet, the government won't come to their aid like that. Now listen to this. We'll continue in a moment, okay?
àwa ọdẹ Ìlérè lápapọ̀ ọ̀dọ́ Ìlérè lápapọ̀ ní Ìlérè district wọ́n la wá sí local government lánàá ní chairman group appointment pẹ̀lú wa pé anytime wọ́n wà ní Sàárẹ̀ káwá bá wọn a sì dé Sàárẹ̀ àpèpèpè wọn ò gbé fóònù tọ̀ ẹ̀yin àgbáyé wá sí pé olúọdẹ Sàárẹ̀ wọ́n wá bá wa a pé àwọn èèyàn wa ń Sàárẹ̀ náà wọ́n wá bá wa ẹ̀yin àgbáyé wọ́n ti pa wá tán ní Ìlérè o àwọn bòròró ti pa wá tán Ìlérè o ẹ gbà wá o àwọn kidnapper ti pa wá tán Ìlérè ẹ gbà wá o ẹ ṣàánú wa o local government la wà báyìí gbogbo àwa olóde ni wọ́n ń lépa káàkiri wọ́n wọ Bánkọ́lé níjẹrin mọ́jú jẹta wọ́n lọ kó olóde Bánkọ́lé mọ́lé wọ́n pa á lánàá ọwọ́ akájọlà wọ́n pọ́n lọ ká àwọn ọdẹ wa mọ́lé wọ́n pààyàn níbẹ̀ òkú wà ńlẹ̀ báyìí láti wá fi ẹ̀hónú wa hàn báyìí gbogbo Ìlérè ti fẹ́ẹ̀ tú tán títí ó fi dé Bánkọ́lé Gànmú baba ńlá wọ́n ti fẹ́ tú wa o ẹ gbà wá o òrékè wọ́n ti tú gbogbo bẹ̀ kò sẹ́yìn ní Gànmú kò sẹ́yìn Bánkọ́lé Sàgbẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ ti tú o ẹ gbà wá o ẹ gbà wá o ẹ̀yin àgbáyé ẹ gbà wá o ẹ gbà wá o ẹ gbà wá o ìlànà ẹ̀tì làwà ìsàárẹ̀ làwà yìí o àgbẹ̀wò ọ̀gá ẹ gbà wá o ẹ bẹ pa wá kẹ́ ẹ má pa wá tán o ẹ má pa wá tán o ẹ ṣàánú wa o tọ́.
akíkó ìfẹ́ ló dùn ọlọ́run ní kí ó bàjẹ́ ọlọ́yẹ̀ gbogbo yí padà àmọ́ abẹ́ alága local government kó ṣàánú wa ọdẹ ìbílẹ̀ kó ṣàánú wa kọ́mọ jẹ́ kí ìyà jẹ wá gbé nígbà táwa bá fẹ̀mí ara wa kalẹ̀ tí ò sí irinṣẹ́ tí ò sí kankan akẹ́fẹ̀mí ara wa fi takátì ni ọlọ́wọ́ fẹ̀mí wa takátì o kí alága local government kó wà lórí ẹ̀ kó fi ṣe wá lónìí nìsín wọ́n pè hàn léèrè ló pè mí gbàtàn dé fẹ́wọ̀ sáré túláàsì èmi sì ni chairman gbogbo fẹ́ lódùn tí mo jẹ́ olórí àwọn ọlọ́dẹ àwọn olúọdẹ òun ló yẹ ká pè mí àmọ́ ìdí ń ṣe wọ́n ní léèrè ìdí ń ṣe àwa náà ní fẹ́ lódùn ìdí ń ṣe wá ní sáré district èsì ń lé sí ní ọlọ́run ní fìyà jẹ ní kálukú wa o ẹ dàgbẹ́ bá wa wá nǹkan ṣe sí o ọlọ́run ní yóò bàjẹ́ o.
tọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn èèyàn mi bá ṣe sọ ọlọ́run ṣàánú wa ní Kwara South ní Ìlérè particularly ojoojúmọ́ náà gbé àwọn èèyàn wa pa ojoojúmọ́ ni wọ́n kidnap àwọn èèyàn wa the worst part of it àwọn bòròró yìí ẹ rí wọn wọ́n lọ sóko wọ́n kó tòmátì wọ́n kó ata àwọn èèyàn wa àwọn bàbá wa wọn ò rókó lọ wọn ò ródò lọ ẹ̀dẹ̀ kó mèyà tí a là wá kán wá ràn wá lọ́wọ́ kí ni mèyà tí a là fẹ́ ṣe àwọn ọdẹ tiwa empower àwọn náà ṣe iṣẹ́ yìí lánàá lẹ́yìn meeting tá a ṣe apè chairman wọ́n ní ká máa bọ̀ wá sí sàárẹ̀ ànígbà wo wọ́n ní at any time àti wà ń sàárẹ̀ ní ṣe past 1 hour à ń pe chairman kò gbé kọ́ wọn ò gbé kọ́ débi tí ó jẹ́ òkè àwọn bísí ni o àwọn ṣe àmọ́ kan àmọ́ ibi táwà now àkókò táwà yìí ó dẹ̀ léwu ó delicate a ní láti padà tó kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin àgbáyé kẹ́ gbà wá ẹ̀yin Yorùbá wa tẹ́ẹ̀kù ní Ògùn Ìbàdàn Ọ̀yọ́ Lagos Èkìtì Ọ̀ṣun ẹ dìde ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó ń bleed o àwọn èèyàn wa ojoojúmọ́ náà kó lọ tí wọn ò lè dúró wọ́n sá kúrò nílùú the worst part ìkẹ́jú tó wá gbọ́ ni pé oko tí àwọn èèyàn wá fi kalẹ̀ àwọn wèrè wọ́n dẹ̀ ń lọ síbi bẹ̀ wọ́n lọ clear kí ìjọba ó gbà wá o kí ìjọba that's why tàbí wá bá chairman ìwọ́n sì nǹkan tá a dìbò yàn fún ni ẹ ipe òkè láti his primary duty láti protect the life and property of the locals àwọn ọdọọdẹ ẹgbẹ́ orúkọ wọn ẹ ti kankan fún wọn ẹ train àwọn kan pé forest guard the next thing ẹ kó AK-47 fún àwọn meyatiala nílẹ̀ Yorùbá kí ni meyatiala fẹ́ wá ṣe fún wa àwọn bòròró àwọn náà pa wá ẹ kó àwọn bòròró wá kán wá protect wa so a pé àwọn ìjọba àwọn sẹ́nétọ̀ wa gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọ̀sọ̀kùnrin wa ẹ dìde alẹ́ àná wọ́n tún pààyàn ó tún ní níbì kan tán sọ pé àwọn bọ̀ wá ìlú ẹ̀yìnsìn ó ti tú ṣé bá a ṣe máa bá lọ ní àwọn èèyàn wa wọ́n ń sá kúrò nílùú almost bí community 16 ìsìn ó ní ó ti sí ẹyẹ ń bibẹ̀ mọ́ that's why tàbí ní ká wá bá chairman lẹ́ni ẹ̀kíní àwọn meyàtì àlàyé kán bá wa kó wọn kúrò àwọn ọdẹ wa tán ti ń ṣe láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀ ẹ bá wa empower àwọn ẹ bá wa kó ìbọn lé wọn lọ́wọ́ káwọn náà kán fèsì kìíní yìí ẹ lè gbé àjòjì wá ipe kó wá máa dáàbò bò wá ibi ìṣe nọ́ọ̀tì ilẹ̀ Yorùbá níbí tó ó jẹ́ ìkẹta wá fún chairman but our so disappoint láti ọ̀dọ̀ chairman ni pé ó lè fún wa ní appointment àdá.
At least I'm happy that I don't have to interpret to those of you and Yorubas. You get it. The Yoruba speakers, right? Now, for the sake of those who don't understand the Yoruba language, those men, they are hunters from Kwara South Senatorial District, which is populated by different Yorubas and Yoruba communities, so to say. So according to them, they had to come to the local government in Share to see the local government chairman, and he gave them an appointment to see them because they wanted to ask him, like, what the hell is going on? Our people are being killed. 16 communities are completely desolate right now. Like, people have run away in Yoruba land because of the Fulani terrorist attack. So according to them, they got an appointment with the local government chairman that they were coming to meet him because they've got these concerns. Like, many of them were trained in what was called the forest guard or something, so that they could actually help. But unfortunately, that was the only thing that happened, because the next thing they saw was that this government brought Miyetti Allah to Yoruba land. They gave them guns, AK-47, to now come and protect the Yorubas. I'm not going to say anything to you, especially those of you who are Yorubas, who are jumping up and down, doing your Runuku, Runu Nazi, and the rest of that. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm just going to leave everybody who understood everything they said to go and digest it. Because you know something, except you have videos where our people are actually like bleeding, like cut them into pieces and all of that, that is the only thing that will probably elicit reaction from them. Oh my God, hey, what is all this? You know, and that's it. If you continue to call Thiefnubu out, you will see your fellow Yorubas. Oh my God. You automatically become enemy, because to them, do you want to spoil his government? Why are you trying to spoil his government? Is it today they are killing people? They are killing your people. Papa, they killed 3 Obas in 3 days. Fulani terrorists, they kidnapped 3 Obas in Yoruba land, and they killed them. They dumped their bodies by the roadside. I said that's not enough. When they were recovering their body, they had to put some of these dead bodies of kings on top a bike, and they took them to their different communities. In Yoruba land, the videos are on social media. These videos never triggers any Ronuku, ever. That's why I will keep reminding you that it's never about Yoruba land. They don't give a shit about Yoruba land. These mofos, these sewage dwellers, these bastards, they don't care about Yoruba land. They are killing Yoruba. They should kill Yoruba. Why are you screaming? Why are you shouting? Is it today they are killing people? Instead of you to pray for the president to succeed, you are here talking all these things. Che, you want him to go and carry gun and protect the people himself. There's nothing they won't say to you. Nothing. Because these are a bunch of lost souls that we intend to be sharing ancestral connection with, unfortunately. But here is the thing. Here is the catch. If you are not somebody who is interested in self-destruct or self-destruction, right? You will speak out. Because any of us or any of our family members, relatives, people we love, people we care for, people we know, they will be victims, of course. It's a matter of time. If you touch me, if you touch me. That's one of the dumbest and stupid living in denial thing that people tell themselves. Even if you are living abroad. You don't want to see the image of your own loved ones like that butchered by people that cannot be arrested or tried. And your own loved ones they will just become numbers. So those numbers we talk about, 40 people killed, 200 people killed. They are human beings. They are human beings who had life, who had souls. Baba, they had hope. They had dreams like you and me. You did dream, say you want to do something next weekend, Abby. They had dreams too. All those things were snatched from them, just like that. No consequences. Nothing. Only for the presidents of the country or the people who are working for him to be gaslighting the citizens gaslighting them that they are overreacting. Don't talk bad about your country. You need to respect elders. All those bullshit, all those nonsense, right? Now, if you fall for them, at least you should know what you are falling for. If you're enabling them, you should understand what you are enabling. The war is right there in our own backyard right now. People are bleeding. The majority of you are more interested in making sure that Thiefnubu's enemy will not remove him from power. Now he is in power now. There must be something that some people should benefit for having their person in power, I think. But these are a bunch of irresponsible criminals. Whatever they do for you, to them, it's like they're doing you a favor. You should be grateful. On your knees, kneel down and say thank you. That's who they are. But who are you? Have you ever asked yourself, like, okay, if that's who they are, then who am I? Who are you? They are subjects, slave. It's unbelievable. But let's leave that a little bit. Let us go for something else again. Now, this time, these are going to be like snippets here and there. Werey Wike was talking earlier, right? Yeah, they were talking about Rothiefmi Amaech. But the next one is going to be the Bugaje. You remember that lady, that youth couple that they harassed? No, not harassed, assaulted. She was beaten blue, black, and bloody. That she actually bled. So the story was that the Bugaje, no, give me the name again. Bugaje, the Soludom's Vigilante in Anambra. So the story was that the vigilantes were chasing cultists and Yahoo boys. And then in the process, this young woman, right, in a car, was stopped by these thugs. Then somehow, she was about to be arrested, like we are arresting you, kind of like, arrest me, bow. So this they beat her like they wanted to kill her. I'm talking about grown men using all their energy to pound a woman. About 4 of them, in fact, there are actually 8. 4 of them were busy pounding her like they want to kill her until she bled and she was bleeding. In that bleeding, they dragged her inside their car. So that kind of prompted reactions from people. People go mad. What the heck? Why would you do this to a youth couple? And then they reacted. They said, well, they've been arrested. Initially, if you remember, they came out yesterday. Police came out yesterday. And they said, oh, yeah, this happened last month. And because it happened last month, the victim is not coming forward to press charges. So that is why they have been having issues. So what happened to that then? Like, now that everybody is aware, it took you a month. So what happened now? Nothing. Except that the Bugaje's people themselves, the vigilantes, I think their head, came out to tell us that no, they trained them very well to respect people, to treat people right, blah 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 blah. No. Those are kind of like drug addicts that you give guns to. I'll show you one of them. But here is their leader, supposedly announcing their dismissal, I believe, right? Their dismissal from the Bugaje, Soludom's Gestapo.
In further demonstration of our openness and our readiness to be fair to everybody, we are going to take them now, with or without the girl and members of our family. We are going to take them to the police and hand them over to the police. That is what we are about doing now. And this is the essence of bringing them out so that everybody will see them. We are not shielding anybody. Because some people have been insinuating, oh, somebody is trying to sweep this under the carpet. And I say, in further demonstration, that is not what we are doing. There is no scapegoats in what we are doing. And the governor of Anambra said, Mr. Governor Chukwuma is not interested. He has not sent us out to molest anybody. In further demonstration.
Okay. I don't know if this guy is one of them that nearly killed that youth copper. But this is what these vigilantes, this is what they look like on a normal day. If you come across them in Oka or anywhere in Anambra states. So you tell me, what will come to your mind when you see people dressed like this with guns? Like this one. This is what they look like. Udogashi. Abi? Idogachi. Operation Idogachi. That's what they're called. That's what they look like. You can see some of them that could put on a hood. Yeah? And others may just kind of like wrap something around their mouth, their neck, just to feign, yeah? So you tell me, when you come across people like this, and they are working for government, by the way, right? Do you really think this one is not even a criminal? It was because of his criminal life that eventually they felt like he would be fit. Nigeria is a very funny place, right? And dangerous. You will see murderers, ardent criminals, condemned criminals. True story. Condemned, convicted criminals. Nigeria will go to that prison. Nigeria, our politicians, they will go into that prison. They will bring out that ardent criminal. And they could make him the head of their security. That's not the security you will see. He's going to be the head of the squad for that governor. Shit happens, yeah? And sometimes they believe that if you look at their SARS, these are criminals, and that's why they gave them the license to kill. That, okay, you know what? You may be killed too. You are useless anyway, so you're a criminal. Now go out and help us catch other criminals. True story. You see them say, this one this one Ake, this one Alora, this one number 1 in Kinekon, that one is number 2, this one is number 1 in Kinekon. You get bunch of criminals, murderers. They are now working for police. Not to catch criminals, to further unleash terror, which is what they have been doing. So you say, who gave them the orientation? What kind of orientation would they give this one that is just finished taking his drug, drink some kai, he's got a loaded gun, and there you are, coming. So him, he's seeing a Yahoo boy and the Yahoo girl. Explaining yourself will get him more angry. And that's exactly what I think happened. Baba, Niger, to explain them to you, they explain Niger for you. Like, for real. And you agree that you understand. You don't even have to say you understand. You have to get mad, like angry. If they explain Nigeria to you and you are not moved and all of that, they lie to you. Right? They explain Nigeria to you. Kolu arrived. Let me see if I still have the video. Kolu arrived at Tokyo for Tika 2020. Give me a sec. So Kolu arrived Tokyo. They said they went there for a conference, which is like a economic conference and all that. So Kolu and his gang said they went there to attract investors. Pardon me. Just a sec. Thinking of getting where he got, when he got to that place. Should have put it on. I didn't. There were other countries that also attended, by the way. Now I got my video. So Kolu arrived in Tokyo 2 days ago. The one they announced here. He left Nigeria about 4 days ago. He was in Dubai. Nobody knows what he went there to do. It was a stopover. Then it arrived in Tokyo. where the conference is expected to take place. Meanwhile, it's not just a conference. There are other things going on, side stuff going on, like exhibition. Exhibition is when countries invited to such conferences, such conference, right? They will come with, products to introduce to these, these guests and even the host about Nigeria. They usually use that to sell Nigeria, tell the people about places, show them this or that. So they gave Nigeria a stand. I think I have it here. So it was supposed to be a 3-day program, okay? 3-day program from the 20th to the 22nd, I think. Now, it was supposed to be a place to share what Nigeria, of course, has to offer. Unfortunately, when people arrived at the place, right, this is what they found: an empty stand. Empty stand. But we'll come back to that. First, Kolu's arrival.
How are you? How are you? Thank you. Thank you.
Now you will think people that traveled with him from Nigeria, they all had something to offer their hosts and maybe the other guests, like preparation. That's what I mean. An opportunity to tell them what you have to offer. But no. When they got to the conference, Kolu was given this welcome stuff and it looks all right, like he's an important person. They didn't know that they were welcoming pickpockets. Those ones that are looking at your chest pockets to see if you have any extra. And they could arrange and say, make Kolu come beg you for money. They can't attract any real investor that will invest in the real economy, that is running the economy through productions and all of that. No. Rather, it's with loans, grants, and other promissory notes. So when Kolu got to the conference, let's see that. Right? Empty pangolo, empty barrels, you know. So Kolo went in, came out, and that Tugat or whatever is his name, Tugat or something, his foreign affairs minister, spoke to the press, lied all through of what they came or they went to do in Japan. You want to hear some of them? They are lies, or they are pure rubbish. You know what? Tell me when you want me to take it off. Mayegum, take it off now. Then I'll take it off. But listen to it at least. Make you check. Because they know their audience. We are here to attract Kineko business, to sign some bilateral deals, to sign that. All those jargons, they are pure jargons. If you them sign anything, it's not even worth the paper. They are writing that thing on. So that's why when they told you that they went to Brazil to get a $14 billion something, at the end of the day, they took some Brazilians to Abuja, right? And again, they're like, okay, now we're now signing another kind of contract, blah, 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 blah. They are all Genji, Bajue. So last, a contract for tractor supply, they had to give to one of them to go and buy you tractors. Remember? I don't know if they've distributed the tractors now, have they? Now listen to this Tugatse, yeah, Bikilurukwe.
It is first and foremost the Tokyo International Conference for African Development. So it's not just Nigeria, it's the whole of Africa. And it is Japan, it is the United Nations, it is the African Union and the World Bank that got together to create this platform. Now, Japan, as we are aware, is the third largest economy in the world. And they have two organs of engaging with Africa. There is JICAD, which is the Japan agency that deals with overseas development assistance. There is JETRO, which is the Japanese organ that deals with trade abroad. And in the case of Nigeria, we have had engagements in the power sector. There's a transmission project going on in Nigeria being supported by this organ. There is also quite a bit of trade that is going on with regards to agricultural commodities, such as shea butter. Of course, some of it is even being processed in Nigeria. And then you also have cassava, and we're looking to expand to what we refer to as acha. I can't remember the English word for acha, but there's a high demand of it here in Japan. And of course, Nigeria exports huge amounts of hydrocarbons to Japan, which is why our trade is about $1 billion. We're looking to expand that. Beyond that, there is the African politics as well. There's the issue of the seat in the UN Security Council. So this is the right sort of platform, particularly since as many as 17 heads of state are being expected for Nigeria to lobby for that. There's a seat in the International Court of Justice. There is the OPCW in the Netherlands, and there's also the International Maritime Organization seat for a country, not an individual. So these are all things that are happening here, and this is the sort of platform to engage.
Okay, in specific terms, Honorable Minister, I would like to find out in what sectors is Nigeria looking to leverage in this very meeting, and as well as the multilaterals we are looking at to engage with.
So you see, Nigeria plays a very pivotal role when it comes to the reform of the global financial architecture that we continue to talk about, because unless we have that reform in the...
This is the consequence of the vote you voted. And it's too early to cry now, because actually the real problem hasn't come. This is the consequence.
Not yet. So the story is the same, just word salads. Build international connections so that those who can get appointment from Thiefnubu in that contraption, they could probably get some international appointments, like a seat at the United Nations Council, or a seat in international courts, or maybe a seat in the Japan, Nigeria, bilateral, whatever. Oh, we are investing in electricity in agriculture. Right. Now, what did you have for the people of Japan? I mean, for everybody traveling down, investors as well, investors who are just looking into all those, because it's an exhibition, there's an exhibition this side, right? So meaning there are those who are looking to invest too. Baba. The program started today. It's going to last for 3 days. Today, tomorrow, 21st and 22nd. It's over. So people started wondering. A guy who also traveled to Japan, God knows from where, a Nigerian, typical. Oh my God, Nigeria is here. Nigeria stand. See Nigeria stand. Oh my God, I'm going to go to Nigeria stand. So he went. And disappointingly, it was empty. But other countries are here now. I've seen this country, I've seen that one. I've seen, what happened? Nigeria, Thiefnubu is in town now. Come this place. What happened? It was wondering. So he put it on social media. Okay. Nigeria's stand is empty. When you look at that next stand, you will see someone inside there, right? There are other Africans who also have their own stands there to discuss opportunities in their country, engage with other guests. Have you been to an exhibition before? Once the program starts, like, when you go to any conference and they have an exhibition, right? So if it's going to be like 3 days, you have different events lined up for the day. You choose the one you want to attend. That one, or you attend the general assembly or something like that. Then you go to the exhibition, where you get to even learn more about different countries. Some things you possibly won't find on the internet, like information you won't find so easily on the internet. You can get them from the representatives of the country. So he put it on the social media. He even made a video so that it doesn't look like it's just making it up. Maybe they have not arrived. Here, that clip.
So this is the country stand where you have all the African countries at Ticket 9. You can see different countries, Cameroon showcasing itself. You can see Cameroon showcasing itself. You can see Togo, you can see Senegal. I've been going around, right? So Senegal, Sierra Leone, Republic. You can see all the booths are, Then you can see Sierra Leone. And then you come to Guinea. And then you come to the giant of Africa. And there's 0 people there, 0. Not one, no, 0. But all the people that left Nigeria on your planes, not a single person is manning stand of the biggest country on the continent. Every other country is represented and our people manage their stand. Then you come to our own Nigerian stuff and there's nobody. Everybody just start coming here asking, not a single person managing the stand. Very, very disappointing as usual. Very, very disappointing. So this is.
He was disappointed. I think I can imagine, the look on his face when he got into that big hall, realizing that they allocated stall for every country. And they started seeing all the African countries. As an African, probably be like, yeah, I cannot wait. Oh my God, see Ghana. Oh my God. Oh, see Cameroon. Oh my God, see Togo. Jesus. Almost see South Africa. Oh, see, you know what I mean? Like, as an African, you're just walking in there, and then you are seeing all these guests, right? Populating all these stands or stalls. And then you're anticipating what it's going to be like in Nigeria. Like maybe they are going to add any extra flavor to it as Nigerians for sure. Bro got to that stall and he was so disappointed. He had to walk back, turn on his camera, and pretend to be walking back again. The guy, see, Aberi, Imagine, giant of Africa or giant of Africa, or crippled giant of Africa. A crippled giant is a useless giant. You know that? It's of no use. When you see a crippled giant. Say, giant, get up now. Sorry, I can't get up because I am now crippled. The giant of Africa. Despicable human beings that ran a country aground. Change the trajectory of the millions of people. The world you're now dealing with. Incompetency plus corruption. Is the pride. You know what they said when that news got out? The Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Nigeria released a statement. You know what they said? They said no, the program is for 3 days, but we are waiting for Mr. President to come and inaugurate the stand. I'm not making it up. That's what they said. The reason why you didn't find anybody there was because, you know, the team is waiting for Mr. President to come and inaugurate the stand. Like, what exactly? Go. They said there because the event is until the 22nd. So the stand will be open from 21st to 22nd. Like, exhibition starts from 28th, which is today. And when you look at this chart on your screen, you will see the launch as well as the stall allocated to Nigeria in Yokohama. Yeah? So take a look at it, including the programs that will happen on today. And I don't have that of tomorrow. But today, event starts today. Nigeria is given, if that guy didn't make video of other what do you call it? If he didn't make video of other people, or let me say the other countries, a Ronuku with Thiefnubu will go and snap empty stalls and post it on the internet and say that person is just a troublemaker. There are other countries too who haven't started their own, just to cover up their inadequacies and their ineptitude. Yeah, and they have a place to get away with that. So call you. We'll probably have more from him tomorrow. Now let's put that aside again. So I have here the Angono. Police, Nigeria police, right? You know, they have been condemned many times that when you become a policeman in Nigeria, you have to use your own money to buy the uniform and buy yourself all the police kits, except the gun and bullet. So I saw a very poor amateur video this afternoon, and it's posted by a police officer, but a police PRO, celebrating that now everybody on Anogo Toka now we have started giving policemen uniforms now, and they posted a video of it here.
We are very grateful. We, as in the group, we want to appreciate the Inspector General of Police for the issue of kits allocated to both the ranks and files and the junior officers, including the senior officers in the zonal headquarters, the Oduduwa headquarters, Bauchi. The AIG, in fact, he has made a very gallant effort. Because we are today, we are going to look very neat, more than how we used to look. And our appearance will change. I want to thank the AIG in person. I want to thank the zonal PRO. We are here in the CSPA office. And this property is being issued to us directly. More than three players, each and every one of us are located with. So we are saying kudos to our IG. Kudos.
Àmọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ gbé kalẹ̀ yìí ó dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tí ọpọlọ rẹ̀ yòrò tàbí ẹni tí Ọlọ́run fi síbi aláṣà àwọn ọpọlọ rẹ̀ bí ọpọlọ ikú ó jọ má bẹ́ẹ̀ tọpọlọ rẹ̀ ò tó nǹkan rárá tàbí ètò wà ń bẹ kó má tiẹ̀ wúlò má rárá. Àmọ́.
So let us be happy for them. You know, I just hope that they measure them. Nobody say they go so one you know, they go see one size fits all for all of them. If you see some of them go look like the man who they take advertise or this Okrika for, you know, for Kano. You see the Okrika go be like that, and then the old clothes is like, I've seen that before. So the right thing is to let the police or maybe they'll go and slim fit them, sure. So they said they will look neat from now on. I don't know if that's national. If it is national, then people should probably say the conduits should be given to Omoyele Sowore. Yeah, he's been the one that has been on this your illegal IG for a very long time. And you know that he's been brutalized for it as well, right? So if you want to give any kudos, a big kudos to anybody, it should first go to Sowore, in my own opinion, because you have to be clear in this, shouldn't you? Right, thank you very much, everyone still here with the Mayegun. Remember that the more you share the broadcast, the likelihood of us to come out of the 1-0 of YouTube. So please share the broadcast. All right? No, I'm not done yet. No, don't go. So let's go to something else. Now, this time, it is Anambra. Okay? And Anambra State House of Assembly. What happened? One of them, a member I heard, decided to disclose how much it takes home every month. Something that if you ask Nigerian politician 1 million times, he will dodge the question 1 million times. And if he ever gives you any figure, don't believe it. It's lying. So somehow, one of them told the press how much is every member of Anambra State House of Assembly earns, using himself, how much he's taking home. Now that didn't go down well with his colleagues. In fact, it was like a breach of trust. And they won't let that just go like that. What did they do? They raised this matter in their assembly, and majority of them agreed that such member shouldn't be sitting with them. They can't keep secrets. Secrets as, you know, a secret, like how much you get paid, public fund, like taxpayers' money. They threw him under the bus. They suspended him for that act. Because according to them, it puts their lives in danger for telling the public how much they make, how much he's making. Something that should actually be public information. No? Here.
Other colleagues, I rise to bring to the attention of the House a very ugly situation that if not taken care of will seriously damage the image and reputation of this House. Mr. Speaker, one of our members, an honorable colleague, in the person of Honorable making comments that are, to my view, concocted and maliciously damaging the image of this House. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, not only that these comments damage the image of the House, most of the comments are also threatening the safety of members of this assembly. Mr. Speaker, I believe that it's a very, very serious situation, and if not taken care of, Mr. Speaker, it's going to lead to dire consequences. Mr. Speaker, I therefore pray that this honorable House cause an investigation into this very awful situation to avoid further escalation. I so move it.
Do you have any document to support the motion?
Honorable colleagues, I rise to bring.
Now you see, I have told you many times that whatever you see the Akwabiole, Thiefnubu and gang playing up there, take your time and pay attention to what is going on in this their mini fiefdoms that they call the federating units. States, rather, they call them states. They are small fiefdoms of criminality, then of crooks who are very, very, very needed, right, in milking their own people, looting from them so much, like a secret court. Such information should remain within them if you want to keep enjoying it. You don't go outside and disclose how much we make. Are you mad? That's a public information, mister. Why shouldn't the public know how much you're making? But the reason why they hated you more is because nobody knows how much you are making. Because most of what you really make, they are illegal money, illegal allowances. And a lot of you will do anything for the state governor, pass different, they will pass loan requests for state governors. They will pass, over-bloated the budget for the governor. They will do anything for him. And most of the time, all the governor has to do is just to buy them new cars. Like you see Thiefnubu do for judges and all that, right? They do same in the states. So whatever you see at the center, they are replicating everything. Same thing in different states of the country, 36 states, all of them, not a single one is singled out. All of them, they are running that scheme in that same system. And they are having the cooperation of those who are supposed to be doing the checks and balances, the House of Assembly. It is their job to do what is called the oversight function. Oversight means they will leave their chambers. Everything they approved in their chambers for the executive, it is their job to go after those things and make sure they are done rightly. But they don't have to, if the governor is nice to them. And anybody who is not within that circle is considered an enemy. They will turn on their own fellow members to protect whatever peanut they are getting there, while they help these lunatics, these criminals, executive governors, right, to continue to pillage their states, as long as it gives them their own share. It is a wrecking ball. You know what I mean? A wrecking fireball. Take everything on its path. That's exactly what these guys are. And Nigeria is like their guinea pig. Nigerians are just the lifeline they have, because once Nigerian says no, then it's over. But the number of people that will say no is the problem, because majority are interested in saying yes, yes. And you have to be very careful. I'm speaking from experience, right? When you feel like we need to fight for our country, we need to be careful. Be careful. It's not everyone who is doing that same thing with you. They actually wanted a working country. No. Some of them are going to join you in shouting, we must fight for our... They are doing so just to get the attention of the people you think you want to fight. Because these, once they were there, unnoticed, now they are here screaming, now noticed. That's all they need. So that's when you're going to realize that even those that you think you are in the trenches together, fighting the oppression, fighting bad governance, this and that, they are not fighting bad governance with you. They are fighting the neglect that they are suffering. That's what they're fighting. And the moment they get the attention they want from these people, they will dump you. And guess what? Whatever they shared with you, it will be their own negotiation, what do you call it? Advantage. And say, you know, I've been with them. I've been to their meetings. I've been at their, so, you know, the way they are talking, this is the person who is their leader. That one is the one, you know, it happens. So you have to be very careful too. It is that complicated. You know, that's why they said that if you're fighting for Nigerians, you must also be ready to fight Nigerians. You know, that way you're fighting the oppressors, the oppressed that are behind you with different, you know, broken bottles, fork, knives, everything, anything that could actually really hurt you behind you to stab you and say, who sent you? Who sent you to fight for us? Eh? Are you not also trying to, is it not that you two want to take over so that you can also shop your own? Instead of all of us to come together and just pray for our country, you are here talking about how to remove Thiefnubu. Instead of us to pray for Nigeria and come together and all of that stuff. So yeah, they'll blame you. Because to them, you too, you are looking for means. If now you serve, because, you know, now you want us to help you to chase Thiefnubu so that we can put you there, you and your family will go on there enjoy. No, all of us, they suffer. Who suffer, die here. Have you seen that before? I have heard that many times when people will say, oh, Benny, me Nigeria know better. So Nigeria will come better right now, eh? So some people will come to enjoy. No. Me Nigeria know better. All of us be like this. I've had people say that. That's why I agree that more than 70% of Nigerians are suffering from mental health disorder. I didn't say that. This was a report from your government. They came out and said 70% of you are mad. You know? But fortunately, you haven't actually gone naked. So made me believe that. Yeah? Because in Lagos, as they know say, if you are not mad enough, you know, if it's Lagos, that is when you have a Wahabi Wole and his own crew catch and release. I've been at catch and jail. They were looking for loiterers. You know, they say no loitering around here. Right? In the mega shitty last night.
Carry on. La mole yo. Follow on gently, oh. Keep on the door. Put on the side. Call the Ogabe Kalemo to come. How do you know that they're gathered now? No, just for them. No. That's what I think. I'll be able to go in there. Just to no more. This one now. Change the inside there. What is this one? The swallow. Happy peel. You sabi o. I do one year some more for you. Okay. That place. This one na cooking. Òórùn pé gan ó lè pé
You say no, Oga, you know everything.
Sit down and be like
Oga say you know everything here. Oga say na money.
I know the way to.
No, Oga
So it's like a drug bust. All kinds of class A drugs, banned drugs and all that. Yeah, that's Lagos. What about Port Harcourt? Somewhere in Choba. This was last night too. A tanker fell and spilled its contents. And of course, ignoring the danger associated with going to scoop fuel from a falling tanker never deterred this, or didn't deter these guys. Choba in Port Harcourt.
My man on down, are you? Really loud. Driver don't run.
This is live from Choba Junction. A tanker carrying fuel just collapsed here. Live from Choba Junction. Off your engine now.
I remember one comment that stuck with me at least for years now. Like, it's been a long time, so this is not new. Like, it happens all the time. But for years now on social media, there was a time that I saw a similar video, but it was like during the daylight. So, and people were scooping fuel in Lagos. And a guy came and someone commented and said, man, I am not even seeing human being. I'm seeing roasted bodies. I don't know. I mean, the accident didn't kind of like lead to fire. From that time, because it wasn't long after something like that, I think it happened there somewhere in Lagos as well, where a fuel-laden tanker spilled its content as well, and people were scooping. There are so many. They were, scooping the fuel. They were pouring out their waters from their drums, and they were filling their drums with petrol. Then someone somewhere smoked, dropped the butt of the fag, and it ignited fire. Houses, people were burned inside the houses. People were burned down on the street. It was massive. Some of you should remember this. Yeah. And it was just, and before you know it, or more, like we had 300, I'd be 400 people who could not know. Born to arches beyond recognition, like that. So when that guy dropped that comment, every time I see any form of stupidity like this, I'm just always like, oh my God. Just one single drop, boom. You won't be seeing human beings. You'll be seeing roasted bodies like that. Unrecognizable. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they can do to stop people from, yeah? But there's nothing they can do. Well, not really. Especially when they've been intentional about all of their own actions when it comes to road constructions, construct good, durable roads. They won't. So they were intentional about that. So there must be something that will happen when you drive a 33,000 or 40,000 liter of liquid on a jaggedy road. Something will happen. So they have been intentional about that. So if they want to fix it, maybe they should start fixing the road. At the same time, fix the drivers too. Yeah, that's what Very Dark Man was doing yesterday, remember? Or 2 days ago and yesterday. Dangote trucks crushing into people, crushing into homes, crushing into cars, killing people without any real compensation paid. Triggered this Martin's Very Dark Man to join the Edo youth in impounding Dangote's trucks that they don't want them to pass through Amaechi. And it was effective, no joke. You know what happened yesterday? Well, Dangote group released a secret memo, like telling all of their drivers to avoid Amaechi Benin Road. Because right now it seems like Very Dark Man is Edo youth. They're not sparing anybody that is seen with the Dangote this or that. So they said their drivers should take cover and avoid Benin Amaechi Road. Do you know what happened today? Ope Odoyo, the Dodoyo governor of Edo State, actually sent their own education minister first to get in touch with the guy. That's a Very Dark Man. And then next to go see the victims of the Dangote's drivers, reckless driving, so to say. They are victims, especially the students of Amaechi Polio, so that got crushed about a week ago. Others who have been bedridden for months because of Dangote's trucks. Now that happened. That's, sometimes when you don't push, they don't act. Here, a commissioner in Edo State finally decided to go and see the victims of Dangote's reckless drivers, in Edo State. That's something. Give it to him.
Talk to me. What happened?
It's a trailer. She was going back to school for her project.
What trailer?
The Dangote trailer. They called me on the phone.
Dangote trailer?
Yes. You see, Dangote trailer hits the bus. Immediately hit the bus moved into zoom off without waiting. Then after.
We are going to clear the deal. You're happy about it?
Thank you.
Don't cry. No, don't cry. Don't cry.
Don't cry.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. It's okay. So you don't stress yourself. It's okay now. Don't cry. It's okay. Then in addition, we liaise with the management so we can have that operation done the best possible option. We have to make plans so that we can have that operation done. The government has to express his concern, be rest assured that we are with you. So by the grace of God, you'll be able to breathe well again and you'll walk again. Amen. So I want to thank you all for all the support. Thank you, management. Thank you, Vivian. Thank you, everyone who has been supporting.
Dr.
Shout out to Dr. Bruno. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Bruno. Thank you very much.
This is a physiotherapist taking care of him. He said Dr. Yomere. There's another Dr. Yomere.
All your doctors.
All your doctors.
And all our doctors.
Yeah, nursing, physiotherapists. Let's try
and the doctor asked me to tell you that he loves you and he wants to see you a speedy recovery. Oh, you love him too. I will tell him that. Yeah, I will tell him that.
Thank you,
and
sir.
this is Dr. Paddy.
Okay.
And this is Dr. Paddy. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, no problem. So that, have you talked? Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's fine, it's fine. So we're going to get, yes. We'll get the bill, clear the bill immediately. Then we'll weigh the options for the next line of action. But don't worry. So thank you very much. Okay, so let me just quickly add this. Thank you everybody for what you have done. Even though this morning everybody did a run in life, you know, but the willingness to still come and talk to her sometimes, how are you doing? It's a lot. It's not everybody that will do that. Some people say, I don't do my work, make her go. But from the way she's saying that, oh, thank this person, it means that the management are actually really trying and then they are with her. So it's really, really important. You understand? And thank you, Dr. Paddy, the Minister of the Commissioner for sorry, you know, people don't really know something like that. You know, but as soon as he saw it online, his people contacted and said he was coming, that we can't have that in Edo State. So this Edo is our own, you understand? Now we need to put in every measure to make sure we prevent things like this. So, sir, please, you also join hands and speak to the governor. This Dangote thing is a big deal. You understand? It's a big deal. We should actually look for a way to regulate it and to protect the citizens and the students. It's important. So thank you for coming. Thank you. And madam, thank you.
Thank you.
Elizabeth, I'll see you later. All right.
Thank you.
You know, advocacy is something I want people to understand about when you speak out or speak up. Sometimes you don't get the result you want, and sometimes you get the result you want. But there's something you always get, right? It is the reaction from those that you are protesting against. So I have to commend him, very dark man, for real. Like, you may have a problem with you know, with his, I don't know, why would you even have problem with him? Like, okay, yeah, you may have your other issue of how he handle other things, but when it comes to getting the downtrodden, right, the possible attention or the support they need may not be so massive, but it's significant too, and it is always worthy of kind of like appreciation, so to say. That's a big deal. And like somebody said, it's not about the bill, it's not about paying the money per se. That young woman will need, I want to believe, I'm not a medical doctor or a view, but she's currently immobile. And it's not because her leg broken. No. She's got other operations, which I believe includes the spine. And she's going to need a lifetime carer, meaning she will be on medication for the rest of her life if she had to lead a meaningful, painless life. That's going to cost money. That is why when you have a system that cares for the people, the funding is there, And everyone who is a victim that qualifies to get those help, they don't even need any political approval from anybody. All you have to do is just your medical report, and that's it. You access the fund. You get access to all the medical cares you need for as long as you can. I mean, you need them. Those are the things that makes these countries so special. You know, I've told you this before, right? When I came to this country, I met a guy here who met a girl, right? And they started trying for babies. Unfortunately, she's got medical complication. She's Scottish, by the way. And you know something? She got pregnant at a point, and it became a very, very problematic kind of like a pregnancy. That it became a big issue. God knows what she suffered at the time. But they had to airlift her out of the entire Scotland, from Queen Elizabeth Hospital here, teaching hospital in Glasgow. And that is considered as, you know, one of the best hospitals in the entire Europe. And I'm not making it up. You can check it up. They took her from here in a chopper and they flew her straight to England, because what they wanted done for her, they couldn't bring a specialist. They couldn't wait. So they had to take her that moment, that day. They took her, she died, but she didn't die because of that pregnancy complication. It was something else later. The point I'm making is this, or let me give you another example, right? Agbeke, my own Agbeke, she's on medication that ordinarily, if we were supposed to be paying for that, we probably will be spending like about 6,000, 5,000, 6,000 pounds sterling every month for our medication. Because our blood is not like my own, not like you and I's blood. Do you understand? So our blood goes thick if she doesn't use that medication. And if our blood thickens, blocks our what's it they call that thing again? Blocks our arteries. She will die in hours. And she has been on this medication since she's 18. Free. Including every other, you know, surgery, whatever it is that required at the time. And she wasn't born with that. She broke her knee, ankle. When she broke her ankle, that caused a blood clot in her lungs and other parts. She nearly died. They saved her, put her on that medication since she was 17, going to 18. Agbeke is now 31. And she's very fine. So every now and then when I think of what a system means, a government means to the people, these things that you call so little things, they are the things that actually makes a country. The other day they were arguing on Twitter that Thiefnubu that announced in April that they were reducing the price of, what do you call it, dialysis for people suffering from kidney failure or other things or what have you, right? Dialysis. It was reported that to use the dialysis in Nigeria will cost you nothing less, the first ton will cost you nothing less than 100,000 naira. The subsequent ones may cost you as much as 60,000 naira. And you need maybe 2 or 3 of that every week. So they announced, they said, oh, Thiefnubu has reduced it to 12,000 naira. Actually, they actually announced that. But do you know something? In all of the public hospitals, including states, federal and state, in the entire Nigeria, they only have about 345 dialysis machines. State to federal, what have you. And they said they have more than 300,000 people who are suffering different kind of a kidney or whatever failure that needs to use dialysis. So 250,000 Nigerians are going to use 350 dialysis machine. That's what Thiefnubu announced. And as if to say that's even true. People started texting those they know in their different teaching hospitals in Nigeria. Is it true? Is it true? Guess what? Those who are even using them are already saying, I'm going to kill all of you. You understand? Health of the people. These are things that mean so much. There are so many of your loved ones that could still be alive today, but they are dead because they are poor. While these criminals are spending billions in total on themselves for medical tourism. I'll leave you to it, right? So thank you very much to those of you who observed what is playing out on my YouTube, the number going back and forth, right? That's what I've been suffering for a while now. Well, anyway, I won't lie to you. It can be really, really demotivating. Like sometimes just like, yeah. Again, not even showing up will probably be more depressing. So thank you for those of you who showed up and continue to. I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening or night. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun dayari politico. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń gba rìbá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.